Bam! Day 99. This is Unicorns episode. So today, we're gonna throw some M&Ms at Reynolds' face. Happiest known time. Bam! Day 99. Here we are. We just woke up this morning and it's Unicorns Day. We had a little bit of cold weather last night, a little bit windy. We have a nice view out there. What do you think, Reynolds? Think it's gonna be a good day?
I think it's gonna be a great day.
Yeah? You think it's gonna be a great day?
Yeah.
All right. Well, with that, let's see what today has in store for Unicorn and Rental. Let's do this.
Yeah.
All right. It's day 99. Thursday, May 25th. Reynolds back there. He's getting yesterday's video uploaded. But I just wanted to let everyone know if the video's a little bit shaky today. It's because I'm the one recording and I don't do this every day. So bear with me there. Look how beautiful this is. Trail's nice. Nice breeze. It's behind the 60s. But I also got a bunch of questions today. So, Andy, you left 10 questions. I might have to focus on you on the outro and get all 10 out at one time, but I'm gonna see if I can get some of these other questions answered while hiking throughout the day. So let's get to the very first one. It's from RS. If you can pack your favorite food regardless of weight or how to pack it, what would it be? Well, if there was no ties and no holdbacks, I would say hot iron skillet with some chicken and steak fajita. I love that. Put everything on it, load it up with all the veggies, the guac, the beans, cheese, all of it. Second would be, even though you didn't ask, a second would be a banh mi, Vietnamese pork banh mi with the pickled vegetables and toasted buttery bread. So that would be my food answer. All right, let's get back. See you in a little bit. All right, bam. Look at that. I don't know if you can see it out there way on the horizon. Right in there. It's the New York City skyline. Beautiful. All right, next question we have here is from Kelly Johnson. Wow, Kelly, all I want to say is thank you so much for being, I want to say you're a part of our hike this year. You leave very thoughtful comments. Thank you so much for all of your time watching each one. And I'd like to take you along on the hike with me to answer your question. So I'm going to put this on the POV, and we're going to hike together while I answer your question. All right, let's do this. All right, the question I have from Kelly Johnson here is, what made you decide to thru hike? Where did the love of trails come from? When did it start? Do you remember your first or memorable hike? And what is your motivation? And you also mentioned that you hiked with your sisters growing up. So I have a little bit of a similar story to you, Kelly. When I was little, me and my sister used to go hiking with our parents. I mentioned Bake Oven Knob was one of the hikes that we went to a lot. Glenanoco Falls and Jim Thorpe. We grew up in Beltsville. So where I grew up, when we lived in Beltsville when I was really little, we would just always go out looking for different salamanders or snakes. We had a little pond in our backyard and we had some ducks and stuff. So I think just I always was in nature as a very little girl, and as I grew up, my parents started taking us, you know, up to the little bit more of the technical rock climbs like Glenanoco Falls and stuff like that, and it was just something that was always a part of me. So yeah, it was just kind of always there. Parents introduced me to nature, and that's where I always just felt most comfortable. It's cool that we both had sisters that we got to hike with. Now I see that you like to bring your cat out on some short day hikes. I would love to see some pictures of that. We like to take the dogs out too. But yeah, just it was always there, the love of hiking. Lots of good memories with my sister and my parents as well. So I hope that answered your question, Kelly. And again, you know, you're part of our family on this hike, and it really means a lot to us when you leave your thoughtful comments, and it motivates us to keep going, and it does really mean a lot to us. So Kelly, thank you so much for all of your time, for your questions, and if you ever have any more, you know, always feel free to ask. We love hearing from you. Bam, look at this. Day 99, 1400. Randall, what do you think about that?
I think we're doing great.
Think we're doing good?
I think we're doing great.
Look at that sun shining on him.
We're living happiest known time here.
This is happiest known time.
I feel like there's so much responsibility lifted off my shoulders. We're heading northbound 1,400 miles, day 99.
That's it.
Yeah.
Day 99. Look at, we got web slayer here.
Yeah, you do.
The web slayer is connecting my beautiful 99 that I made at my mom's house.
Oh yeah.
In a nice unicorn fashion. Got the horn on. Wow. So awesome.
Celebrate the milestones.
Let's celebrate it. Let's do this. Day 99, 1,400 miles. Let's go. Bam. All right, here we are. Got Rennell up there. This beautiful spot. Gonna have another question here. This is from Frank Sheridan. He says, what mountain climbs that are still coming up that are on your mind that you consider challenging? And second question is, what is the #1 place that we look forward, me and Rental, that we look forward to in the northern half of the trail? All right, what am I thinking of that's considering challenging? I think Katahdin is gonna be challenging. I'm also thinking about the weather on top of Mount Washington as kind of a little bit of a challenge logistically, because everyone says that it doesn't matter what time of year it is, that the weather can be pretty crazy, so we'll have to really pay attention to that. And pretty much all of New Hampshire kind of makes me a little bit nervous with how the rocks are coming up on that, because the rock climbing is not unicorn strong suit. Rennell, what are you looking forward to most?
I have to say right now, with lack of knowledge, of the trail in depth, I'm going to say Katahdin.
That's
I
what
think
you're...
as I move forward and I start to learn a little bit more, I might have a different answer.
Okay.
You know, I mean, you're standing, you know, but you know, day by day. Happiest no time right here. Right now, this is my favorite moment talking to you.
All right, and I'm definitely looking forward to Katahdin too. I think that's going to be also my #1 thing that I'm looking forward to most also. So, and all of Maine. I hear it's really beautiful up there, so we're looking forward to get up there. All right, well, let's continue northbound. Happiest no time.
Day 99.
All right, bam. All right, we're here eating lunch. Ronald's over there spooning out his potato chips with his Menchie's spoon. Yeah, we're eating this awesome bread with some pulled pork. So that's gonna be good. This is something different. We haven't gotten much of this yet. This is the first time we've gotten some meat in package, but it's not tuna. So I thought it'd be a perfect time to answer another question. This one is from Lisa Holt. Why did you move from PA to Florida, and do you like living in Florida? Well, we moved to Florida honestly because we went to Disney a couple years in a row, and we really loved going to Disney and to the parks a lot. And we decided that we liked Florida and we liked the warm weather, and we were getting sick of the snow every year and the cold winters in Pennsylvania, so we decided to move down to the Sunshine State, and yeah, we love it. And that's actually when we kind of discovered through hiking. When we moved away from Pennsylvania and away from the mountains, then we started to, of course, miss the mountains. We had our fill of Disney. And then we started taking our vacations instead, doing sections on the Appalachian Trail in 2018. So that's kind of how that all tied in together with through hiking, was moving kind of to Florida. Yeah, what do you think, Reynolds?
Yeah, I think that sounds like a good wrap up. I think the happiest known time is in the present.
That's it.
So, it doesn't matter what state you're in.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what you're around, but you know,
We're
right
enjoying
now
New
it's
York
Florida.
right now.
I don't know what the future holds. I don't know. But right now, it's right here. Right now.
Right here, right now.
Yeah, you know, we're having lunch.
Eating some delicious bread with some delicious pulled pork. Happiest known time. Bam, day 99. You wouldn't believe it, we're having a beautiful lunch here at this beautiful spot. And who do we run into? Who do we have here?
Odin.
Odin.
And we met months ago on a very cold and windy morning.
Awesome.
You guys were walking with umbrellas.
Yes, we were. That was the day that we had, I think, freezing rain the night before, and everything kind of froze up overnight. Even the bear can froze up.
Yes, and you guys ended up going into a hostel, I think, and doing something. I know the two people with you did.
Yes, we all made it in to get out of that. That was some cold temperatures. I think that might have been where Reynolds even got some frostbite, was around that time.
Oh.
So Odin, I'm going to ask you a question here. What is your very favorite piece of gear?
My favorite piece of gear is a beanie.
A beanie?
Beanie. I sleep with it even, no matter what the temperature, I seem to be more comfortable with a beanie on my head. And I lost it, and I was in a outfitter store and I was looking for one, and they had one that had been a promotion they were getting ready to throw away, and they gave it to me. So it's the ugliest thing I've ever seen, but it's my beanie and I wear it.
But it's your favorite piece of gear. You know what? I feel the very same way about this fleece headband. I wear it to bed and I cover my eyes with it. It kind of blocks my ears, keeps everything nice and warm. So I'm with you on that. That's a good piece of gear. Well, Odin, it was very nice seeing you again. Awesome to catch up with you.
Hi, Mom.
We got Rennell back there.
Hi, Mom.
Rennell spotted in the wild.
Odin.
Yes, sir.
Nice seeing you again.
Nice seeing you again.
Odin still, he's had the happiest known time for a while.
Yes.
He has
He's
it
still
on
been
there.
happiest known time. Odin, you're a beast out here, hiking, trucking around here. We're hiking northbound. Unicorn, thank you for the beautiful interview. We have Odin on video finally. Happiest known time.
All right, bam. We made it this beautiful view spot. Look at that. Got Rennell over there. Thought this would be a perfect place to answer another question. So, we have Golden Boy Hikes. Hey, what is your happiest known time memory on trail and in life with rental? Also, over under is set to 999.5 on rental, saying boom. Will he go over or under by Katahdin? Golden Boy, I don't know much about over and unders. Rental explained it a little bit to me, but I think he might already be over 999. And if not, I think he's definitely going to be over by Katahdin.
Boom.
Boom. But bam, happiest known time memory on trail. You know, we slowed down going through the Sierra Nevada. We only did about 8 to 10 miles a day. And that might have been some of my happiest known times. Getting to have some really long camp days. Getting to really take in the views. I thought that was pretty happiest known time. And in life, wow, so many life memories to think of about rental in life. But I think my very happiest memory might be all of our vacations that we took to Disney over the course of 5 years when we were living in Pennsylvania. I had some really great memories with him and the family, year in and year out down at Disney. So much so that we moved to Florida. So I think we have a lot of really good memories there. So that would be my life memories with rental. All right, we're gonna continue hiking now. All right, so we just had that great view. I came across this beautiful bench. Look at this. In memory of Timothy J. Sullivan, Chief Forest Ranger. That's just beautiful. Let's see the view that it's looking at. Very nice. Just want to show and appreciate some of this really nice stonework. I'm going to do some POV shots here. Okay. Here we go. I just want to show some of this really nice stonework. Do a little POV action. I just can't imagine how hard it would be to create some of this stonework we've been seeing with these stairs and these big rocks. Oh, look at that. Even like this staircase right here. That's just so beautiful. It's a nice bench you have there, Rennell.
The journey shared is a life well lived. Karen Harishkov and Susan Salazar.
A journey shared is a life well lived. Sounds like happiest known time. That looks like happiest known time.
Yeah.
All right. See what the rest of the day has in store for Unicorn and rental. This is some good AT water source. Thanks for the help, Reynolds.
I helped with this.
Thanks for the help pushing the button.
I helped with this production.
Beautiful. Clear, clean, cold water. Okay. Clip 24. All right, bam. Looks like we are at the Trailside Zoo. I'm gonna put this on for some POV and walk through.
Toads. Sporty skin does not cause warts. Toads feel its flavor by eating garlic, blood, and cutworms.
Cool. Reynolds reading some facts about toads back there. This is a little monument of Joe Davidson.
Right.
Okay, we're in Bear Mountain State Park. You got some families here.
Yeah. Yeah. Tree families. This is
All right. These have some enclosures coming up.
It feels odd that this is the trail.
This is the trail. I just double checked.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing a whole bunch of white blazes, but
No.
we're right on it. This is it.
This is certainly white blaze.
Yeah, it is. Oh, I see one right there on a tree right in front of us.
Right there.
Yep.
That sounds like a scarlet tanager if I can take a guess.
Well, there was a bobcat in here, but it says that she's in her new exhibit. All right. Porcupine.
Wow. For the record, that was a Carolina wren.
Carolina
For the
wren.
record. I get those.
And this one says it's empty. Well, I think maybe all the animals are enjoying the natural habitat outside of the enclosures.
Sometimes that's happiest known time.
Okay. You want to go see the amphibians?
Sure.
Let's go see some amphibians. Okay. Oh, we've been seeing some of those, except not in the water, just some other black snakes. All right, I think we're gonna maybe take a break from the recording right now and enjoy some of this. All right, clip 25. Got some bear here playing in the water over there. Having a good time, having a good time. This guy's he's just sitting on his butt. Damn, look at that sign. It's nice. We just crossed that road right there. It's a little bit sketch. And now we get to cross this bridge. Happiest known time. No, we're good. All right, let's go. Let's cross this bridge. Hudson River we're crossing here. You know, through hike is so amazing. You cross bridges like this, and you just wonder what people in the cars are thinking. You know, because if I was in one of those cars right now, and I didn't know that much about a through hike, I'd be wondering where the heck those people are walking to, and where they came from. So, we came from Georgia. Walking northbound to Maine, and right now we're in New York crossing the Hudson River. It's amazing, this adventure and this journey. Loving every day. Happiest known time. I know we're doing a lot of POV right now, but I had to turn this on for one more POV on this uphill here because I have another question from Ferrets Fan. Ferrets Fan asked, in the beginning of the hike, a veteran hiker gave instructions on how to use trekking poles. That was back at Neil Gap. In particular, pushing up from behind when going uphill. Do we find this helps? And also, what's your favorite trail food? Let me get that one out of the way real quick because I am not getting sick of M&Ms. M&Ms are on every loadout, without a doubt. But to the real question, going uphill. So when you put your poles up here, you can pull yourself up. But the advice he gave was you put your poles down, keep them there, and when you step up, you push up from behind. And you know what, Ferrets Fan? I actually think of that advice quite often when I am executing it. It helps a lot. I feel like it works a different part of the muscles. Sometimes I just go back and forth like this. But when you have those really big step ups where you gotta really pull your weight up, or you're going up multiple stairs, you can kind of keep your poles in that spot and almost push up from behind. I think it has less stress on the elbows when you push up from in front. I feel like there's a little bit more strain on some of the joints. Like, here's a good example. Put the poles down here, and then when I go to step up, boom, works those upper muscles a little bit better. So yes, I think of that advice quite often and I utilize it. I'm not sure about Reynolds on this one because he cut the straps off of his poles. I use my straps. I use the straps to hike with, and I also use the straps when setting up the triplex to help expand the foot box and the head box area. So, Team Pro straps here. But we're gonna continue up this hill here using my poles, pushing from behind, pulling from the front, whatever you gotta do to get up a hill. But yes, love that advice. Let's do this. All right, look at this. So we're just walking. Hold on, it's not clear. Stop moving it. Found this kind of gangster basket on the ground. Randall lost his tip a little while ago, and we found one on the trail, but it was cracked. We had to pack it out. But now we just found this one. It doesn't appear to be cracked.
It's kind of rubbery.
It's a little bit rubbery.
I've never really had a rubbery one before.
Yeah.
You can see the plastic getting damaged without having a basket. Mm-hmm. You can see that. But the Z-Pack's trekking pole is holding up. Look at that. Pack it out.
Yeah, we're gonna pack it out and see if it works. Let's use it. We just had another question come in and I had to stop and admire this. Golden Boy Hikes, we already answered one of your questions earlier, two of them I think actually. And you just asked, is Unicorn enjoying her unicorn day? I think so. I think I'm enjoying it a lot and I hope you are too. I hope you're enjoying your day today and every day. I hope everyone out there's enjoying their day. because there's flowers like this that are blooming. Alright, bam! Here we are hiking a really nice stretch of the trail up here on a ridge, and thought I'd get a couple more questions out. We have 2 questions here, both about gear, so let's do both of them. First question is from Smidgen65, asked, what kind of hoodie am I wearing? Well, the sun hoodie I started out with was the Patagonia sun hoodie. We got it at REI, a little bit on the thicker side, so it was good for the February start, and while it was chilly, I switched out now to this Puma shirt. It does not have a hood, but there's a good aeration on it. So there's good ventilation, it's a lot lighter. Moved on to that for the warmer months. And my blue fleece hoodie that I wear is from Columbia, and I got it at the outlets down in Orlando. So works really well. It's only about 10 ounces, so I love both of my hoodies. Now I only have the fleece, but I still wear that a lot. Next gear question comes from Mike Jones. He asks what I know about the Lone Peaks, since they seem pretty popular here on the AT, and their cushion levels compared to the Temps, and if I know if the Temps are 0 drop or not. Okay. Well, Mike Jones, here's a couple reasons that I decided to go with the Lone Peaks and then stick with the Lone Peaks. Where I went with the Temps and stuck with the Temps. I did try out the Lone Peaks when we did a section hike on the Appalachian Trail back in 2019. Our very first section was Merrill boots. Second section, I tried out the Lone Peaks, and my feet are pretty narrow. The Lone Peaks are really good for people that have probably regular sized feet to wider feet, because it does have that extra wide stance for swelling when hiking, and you can wear your thick wool socks. But for me, I have little narrow feet, and it caused too much rubbing on the sides of my feet and heels, and I wound up getting pretty big blisters on both of my heels during that section. So I tried out the Temps. They do have more cushion than the Lone Peaks. I find that very enjoyable. They're extremely comfortable. They hold in my foot well. And the question you had about if it's 0 drop or not, you know, I actually had a little bit of a debate with a hiker on trail about that. I was like, yeah, there's 0 drop. And they looked at their shoe and they go, no way is it 0 drop. Look at how much higher that heel is. And I think they might have been wearing the Olympus. I'm not sure, but I double checked online for you. And the Olympus, the Temp, the Lone Peaks, they all have that 0 drop that Ultra is known for. So yes, Temp is 0 drop, Olympus is 0 drop, as well as the Lone Peaks. Those are the 3 levels of cushion. 4th level would be the very minimal Superior that Rental started out his PCT hike with. So it goes Superior, Lone Peak, Temp, then Olympus. But I love my Temps. I wish I still made the 3. Hopefully the 5 comes out with a better design tongue. But on that, we're gonna continue hiking, and we'll get on to the next question here in a little bit. Looks like we have the 24-hour Appalachian Market here. Look at that beautiful Appalachian Trail map we have. Oh, first, beautiful flowers.
What does it say?
Look at that. All right, sorry about that.
Follow the white
blaze.
That is what we have been doing for 99 days. We've been
we are
following
there.
White Blaze.
You are here, and we're going there. Beautiful. All right, let's check it out.
Happy snow time.
Bam, here we are at camp. Found a nice spot right past the Appalachian market there. We had a question I wanted to save where me and Reynold could both answer it together, and we have the mics on here. So I'm gonna set up the tent and we're gonna tell you guys a story. The question is from Greg Schneider. Tell us how you and Reynold met and how you discovered your mutual love of hiking. So that is the question. Well, do you want me to take away my side of the story, Reynold?
No, we don't have all night to explain it. It's really simple. I mean, you fell head over heels, and that's basically my side of the story.
Okay,
I mean, it's
so
like you were rather
I guess
aggressive.
It was pretty quick, huh?
Yeah, you were rather aggressive with me.
Okay, so not sure why I hooked Reynold up, because he's telling fiction here. He's telling fiction.
I was rather overwhelmed. You know?
So he was a customer at my job. He came in, thought I was so beautiful. He was quite smitten by me. Asked if I had a boyfriend, which I had just gotten out of a long-term relationship. So I was happy to say no, I did not have a boyfriend, but wasn't quite looking to get into another one yet either. So we were friends for a while, and we would hang out, and eventually I realized how nice of a guy Reynold is.
Okay, I'll accept that story.
Yeah,
I'll accept
okay?
that story. We'll talk about my side another time. But
what about our mutual love of hiking?
Well, you know what? We did some stuff. We really liked long distance biking, actually. Long distance as in getting a mountain bike and, you know, driving from like all the way up to Whitehaven where we're at. It would take like a 9 hour.
It was about 80-mile round trip,
yeah,
about 40 miles each way.
We would do that. So we like the long distance thing, but we did Glen and Oko, and we always spent time outdoors. We did parks, we did hiking. We loved outdoors. We used to go out in the woods in 0 degrees just because it was 0 degrees out. So, but add the long distance thing in there that we like to take all day, and then add the love for the outdoors. I think that's where thru hiking came in. That's my side of the story. That's where I think thru hiking came in, is because you're outdoors all the time. You know, so I wouldn't say that we were crazy hikers. I would say that we were crazy
outdoor enthusiasts.
Like even the bike rides coming from like past Jim Thorpe and where we would get on, it would take all day, and I'm just like, I just want to keep going. So yeah, bike packing might be on the horizon. That's another topic, but I think right now hiking certainly is a great way to really stay in the outdoors.
Okay.
And I think that's really where our love of hiking came together, is the fact that you can just spend so much time in the outdoors and really spend time in nature. But yeah, well, I'll accept that story about how we met. There's not enough time in the day right now to be able to tell you my side of the story, but I'll accept it. It'll be okay.
I think we have similar stories, because
it's your 99.
There is fact and fiction, so.
No, there's certainly fact on my side.
Yeah.
All right. Well, was that the only question there for this tent setup?
Yeah. Well, we did have a few other questions.
Yeah, we'll take them.
Well, Annie and Jerry, who are trail angels that are very near and dear to our heart,
yes,
they asked us if this time hiking the Appalachian Trail was easier than the last time. And well, we only did 300 miles on sections of the AT. And that was before we did our PCT hike. So,
and just, you know what, before you finish your story, let's just tell a quick story. They invited us in their home. We decided to
tell them who they are.
Right. So that was where we ended our PCT thru hike when we flipped Sobo. They invited us to their home, cooked us dinner. They were, I mean, that was happiest known time family. So before we get into that whole question, that's That's happiest known time. Inviting others to home.
Yeah, they're probably
Annie's
some of
the
our
lead
most favorite
trumpeter
trail
for the
angels.
moving wall of Vietnam, for Oregon, and they just were so warm. It was a great way to, they're certainly happiest known timers, no doubt. We have to get them stickers and shirts eventually. But I do think they're just a lovely family that they host PCT hikers. They have a cabin.
Yes, they
do.
But
we were so fortunate the cabin was close, so they invited us in their home.
Yes, they
Beautiful
did.
home.
Cooked us a wonderful meal.
Oh, it was a great time. I really enjoyed it.
Got to cuddle with their wonderful dogs.
It's part of the reason why we're back on the thru hike. You look back on that time, you're like, oh my gosh, how many people did you meet? And when you meet people like Annie and, you know,
and Jerry,
just great people. You just realize, you understand why thru hikers just can't stop thru hiking. It's the mountains, but it's certainly the people, there's no doubt. All right, back to the question.
But yeah, I would say the experience that we gained on the Pacific Crest Trail is definitely leading to I would say an easier hike while we are out here on the AT this time. Nothing really lasts forever, good or bad, as far as the hike goes. Whether you're in a rocky section or a really smooth, flat section. Whereas on the PCT, sometimes you're going uphill for like 8 to 10 miles
Leaving the Sierra
regularly.
chain, it felt like forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's.
So yeah, we're having a little bit of an easier time, I would say.
Yeah. Anyway, I chimed in a little bit on that Q&A because it had to do with the relationship, and sometimes there's one side of the story that's not necessarily so true, but I'll accept that very moderate answer. But you know, I'm kind of an introvert, and when you're that aggressive towards me, sometimes I have to sometimes give things a chance, you know.
I think Reynolds a little speechless over there.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You know me, I'm introverted.
Yeah,
okay.
He's a little bit speechless.
We're having such a great time. I
We
have
are.
to edit these clips. There's a lot of clips to edit. I'm gonna have such a good time doing it.
We're gonna have a speed question, 10 questions from Andy during the outro also. So
Absolutely.
let's get back to you on the inside of the tent.
Absolutely. I think we're having happiest known time with that. Thank you for all the questions and submission. Of course, we're gonna keep answering your questions. I think this is just that we did episode 99. We're continuing to crush New York, having such a good time in New York. But let's get on the inside so we can
Reynolds, let's do that. Let's get on the inside. And he's having a hard time letting go.
Oh, I wasn't having a hard time at all.
He's having a hard time letting go.
No, I wasn't having a hard time today at all.
Let's get on the inside and we'll get to that outro and the rest of the questions.
I wasn't having a hard time at all.
Peace.
Giving you the mic.
Peace.
Okay. You can say it.
Peace.
Okay, we'll cut it then.
Bam. Day 99. Wow. It was a good day. I had a lot of fun. Reynolds, how many miles did we do?
I think almost 18.
Yeah, it's about 18 miles.
Almost 18 miles.
Yeah. What happened today, Reynolds? We had a little bit of an extra stretch somewhere in there.
Yeah, after
Lunch.
Odin's interview, we went up and I took a wrong turn.
Kind of went
over a dead log, which is what I'm notorious for. I don't stop for dead logs. I will step over dead logs. And then when we came out of the dead log, we went down instead of left.
Well, we couldn't find the white blaze. We couldn't find where it went to. And we kind of went back over the dead log. And then as we were looking for the white blaze, we saw it. I saw it.
And
I said, there it is, let's go.
So we went down, we went opposite, we went past our lunch spot.
It was the southbound blaze.
We went southbound past our lunch spot.
Didn't realize.
All the way down. But here's the kicker. As we were going southbound, I actually took a blue blaze to a parking lot. It wasn't blue blaze, so it was like a weird, odd white blaze.
There was like 3 white dots. Which we were seeing earlier
so
in the day.
So we got to this parking lot and I'm like, what does this have to do with anything? That's when we realized that.
I opened up far, I'm like, oh, we're down a blue blaze trail. 0.3 down that.
Yeah.
So we go back, we get back on trail.
Right.
And we head north. We didn't realize though. We thought we just went the wrong blue blaze.
Yeah,
because we didn't realize we were going actually southbound at that point from the dead log. So it took us about, from that log, about 0.7 to the Blue Blaze Trail, which is about another 0.3. So then we realized we came back to 0.3 and didn't realize till we got back to our lunch spot where Odin was, which was about 0.4 from our original spot, that we actually had gone backwards that whole way. And when we finally went that final then 0.3 from lunch to the down log, it was about a mile each way.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad.
There was some elevation gain and loss.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad.
There was some elevation gain and
we
loss.
We got the mileage back pretty quickly. We just started hiking faster.
I mean, we still did almost 18, you said today?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think we still did pretty good considering we got to stop in at the Appalachian Market. And
yeah. The
it was
trail
a little
was
bit
schmoozy.
of a different day because
It was a
Unicorn
day hike.
did all the filming today.
Yeah, it was a day hiker's trail.
How did it feel, Rennell, to not film today?
I felt like I had a day off. I also feel like I have to edit a lot as a producer. I have to do a lot tonight. There's a lot of homework I have to do.
It's almost like when you have a sick day.
No.
You don't have to go to school and do any of the work,
No.
but then you still get the
It
homework
was hard
if
not
your
to.
parents
It was
go
hard
to pick
not
up
to
the
take
work.
certain shots. I saw certain shots that I could have took that I couldn't take because it was not my day. It was Unicorn's day.
I mean, I was trying to answer a lot of questions and I was trying to keep some of the clip count down so you didn't have too much to do, but
Yeah.
I guess if there ever comes another day where Unicorn has episode 2, I guess I'll just take more clips.
Yes, and then I'll have to do more edits.
I don't want to miss good clips though.
No, we had fun.
I had a lot of fun today. I hope you guys all enjoyed the video as much as I enjoyed recording it.
All right, so we got to get to the
But
questions.
we do have one last final thing, which is going to be 10 questions, all from Andrew Moore. We're going to try to do this speed question style
We have to
because
speed this
there's
up. This
10.
is gonna be a 3-hour episode.
Exactly. So let's get this started, and then that'll be the end of the episode. Day 99. There it is. All right. How would your pack be different if you were a solo hiker? I would be carrying my own tent. Might be a dumb question, but how do you keep skincare routine up
And
on the trail?
steaks and ground sheep.
And everything the tent requires.
Okay.
Yes, the whole sleep system.
Yep. And the rain and the wet when it gets wet.
How do you keep your skincare routine up on the trail? Also, what is the must-have item on your packing list? Well, I actually do carry a little bit of retinol face cream that I use at home, and I got some sent back out to me when we got a resupply package one of the times, and that's something I also had when I was on the PCT as well, because sometimes it's not really for the anti-aging properties that it does have. It's just a really high quality skin lotion that keeps my face moisturized from drying out in the hotel. And must-have item is pee funnel. What do you eat that's different from rental? A lot of chocolate. A lot more chocolate than he does. He does chips, I do chocolate. Curious about sending back your long pants. I would think that there would be a need for a long pair along the trail. Well, we did send home those pants because they were very heavy. They didn't pack down very well, and we were not going to be using them too much anymore. And we got the Atlantic Equipment wind pants, which are very light and very packable. Do I ever require any medicine after a particularly long day or hard day? I usually do take some ibuprofen at night as well as a Tylenol PM, and I take vitamins and allergy pills as needed. How long have you been hiking and backpacking? Day hiking and then into bigger hikes all my life, since I was a little girl. Long distance backpacking, we didn't start doing until we moved down to Florida like 5 years ago, and we kind of got into that hobby together. What is the one best piece of advice that you would give a new backpacker? I would tell them to take lots of pictures. and so they can reflect and remember all the beautiful things that they saw. You often to be the straight man for rentals comedy. Is this in fact the case, or do you participate in the development of it?
Comedy? This is Grammy award-winning stuff. Comedy. This is...
I think rental sometimes is just too much.
No, not too much.
Too much sometimes.
Oh, that's a for you.
You said that you love the silliness in word plays and the joy that we both convey in the posting, and that my smile says it all. Well, thank you so much. That just made me smile hearing that. We really appreciate all the thoughtfulness that you put into all of these questions, having fun answering them all. Does boredom or agitation ever occur because of the repetitive nature of your routines? If yes, how do you combat this? I don't think we get bored that often.
No.
Hiking is kind of hard. Yeah, it's kind of hard, and you're surrounded by just beautiful nature everywhere, so I don't think we ever get bored.
No, it's not boring.
And agitated, it's just tiring sometimes, but
Triplex.
yeah, I don't think we get agitated too much.
Triplex helps that.
Try to listen to your body, talk to each other. So
Yeah, triplex.
yeah, I think we're staying in the happy spirit and really just trying to appreciate the fact that we're out here.
Triplex. Carolina Wren.
What do you see in the future for you, through hikes and all? That's the final question from Andrew Moore. Future. Well, we're trying just to focus on the day here and now, but
That's a good question.
I think we would like to travel some. It would be great to see other parts of the world. New Zealand just seems so beautiful. It'd be great to hike out there. But yeah, I mean, we love to adventure, we love to explore, we would love to see as many parts of the world as we possibly can. And if we ever have the opportunities, we would take you guys along on that adventure with us for sure.
New Zealand, possibly. You know, CDT. We got some friends. Got some friends doing some things on CDT next
Comes
year.
to the
That'd be
opportunities, and when opportunity arises, we believe in grabbing it. So
Be great to do the CDT next year. That's just a pipe dream. We got some friends going next year that we know.
lots of stuff we'd like to do.
Yeah. It'd be
But-
cool. Maybe. New Zealand.
Yeah,
CDT.
maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe. We'll have to see.
Yeah.
But if the quality of the video was shaky at all, Rena will be back on the filming tomorrow with his steady hand.
It's tough. ZV1 is tough. The DJI is fine, but the
It was
ZV1,
a lot of fun though.
Yeah, it is.
It was a lot of fun, and I really enjoyed filming episode 99. And if there's something I missed, well, you're just gonna have to get out here and hike too.
You got it.
Yeah.
I think it was great.
Day 99.
I think it was awesome.
Web Slayer.
Web Slayer was induced into it.
Web Slayer. And I put a little stone up there
Yeah.
to, it's not focusing well,
There you
to
go.
kind of hold it together. So
Yeah. Cool.
it was a lot of fun. So thanks everybody for all of your questions. I loved answering them. And thank you for all the time that you spend watching the videos.
100 tomorrow. 99 under
100
wraps.
tomorrow.
Right? So what do you think? 99?
I can't believe tomorrow's day 100. 99's, it's under wraps, it's done.
All right. I think it was great.
It was a lot of fun.
All right. Hopefully we won't take any wrong turns tomorrow. All right. So you
Yeah.
can wrap it up, because I don't want to wrap it up. This is your show, so you can wrap it up.
Oh, I guess that's it. Thanks everybody. And happiest snow in time. Bam.